Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Christspiracy, and this is a new documentary from directors Kip Andersen and Kameron Waters, and this is building off of this series of Cowspiracy, Treespiracy, Seaspiracy that Kip Andersen has been working on and now taking on religion and looking at more than just, like, it's called Christspiracy, but this film dives into a lot of other religions as well. But this is focusing on the idea of, like, where in religion does it say that we can kill and eat animals? And that's the question they keep asking, like, that's a mystery. I think one of the biggest struggles about this film is that this whole documentary is centered around trying to answer questions that it thinks really are, like, we have no answer for this, but there are. Literally in the Bible, it tells you how to prepare them. And it's kind of like, I'm missing the point here. And they keep belaboring very aggressively that, like, wow, this is such a mystery. How could they believe this? When there's documentation and perspective written in the Bible, and it's all written there. And this film keeps trying to be like, there's conspiracy here, but there's really not conspiracies. So I feel like this film's trying to make a lot out of nothing. And the most engaging and interesting thing is when it kind of like falls backwards into an actual conspiracy and then spends a very small proportion of the actual runtime going over like this real conspiracy going on in India. And with animal sacrifices and stuff like that, and you're just like, but I feel like that's what you're trying to find, but it's not the biggest part of this movie, while you're trying to find all these other conspiracies. And like, they talk to all kinds of different religious figures. They talk about Buddhism, they talk about Christianity, Judaism, Islam, and you're balancing all these different things and trying to find like these perspectives and answers. And I just feel like this film either is treating you like you're completely ignorant to a lot of things that might be obvious, or those who are making the film don't really know a lot of these kinds of things, I guess. And it just feels weird as you're like navigating through this film, sitting there being like, I don't know how much, like, I know so much of this, and this film's acting so aggressively like, oh my god, this is brand new stuff that you've never heard of before. It's like, but you could figure this out really easy. You didn't have to go through making a whole entire documentary about it. I respect the motivation on, you know, trying to protect animals and stuff like that. I just feel like this documentary is a step too far. I feel like they had like one tiny little idea and they're like, we can make a whole entire documentary about this. But could they really make a whole entire documentary just about it? And it obviously shows very quickly that it just didn't have the legs to be able to justify a whole entire documentary about it. But those are my thoughts on Christspiracy. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.